Cam Yates. Man.
Baker Mayfield. Well, can you say he clears the air? Well, he denied remarks that he made about the Cleveland Browns.
Here's what I'm confused about it. We're hearing the sound now. Like, all right, is that not the way you phrased it, or did you not say it? Because you're telling me both in your answer.
We were talking about this before the show. Who said it's like Chappelle's show when
Rick James?
Yeah, when Rick James was like, oh, how does it look I put my feet on someone's couch? Yeah, I put my feet on his couch. Like it's in the next sentence.
It's cool that it's cool that he said it, but he didn't realize it was gonna get back though, right? He wasn't really thinking in the moment. He was fired up in the moment, I'm sure. You always, I mean, that's just.
You think he doesn't know he said? Okay, this is what Baker Mayfield said.
No, he knows he said it, Max. No question about it. But he didn't want to get caught in this fire. He said it. You say it, and then a reporter reports it to somebody, and then it becomes bigger, and you didn't realize that you was gonna get dragged into it. And at the moment, you just didn't.
Did you ever say something and you didn't?
Absolutely.
And someone asked you, but what I'm asking is, and you didn't even realize you said it, and you're like, I never said that, and then you actually had said it?
No,
not
at this. No, not that.
But Key,
for sure
the worst part is, and we'll listen to the sound, but like you almost want Baker Mayfield to come out like, yeah, I said it. Blank Cleveland. I don't.
Yeah,
like
but he's not ready for that in his career yet. He can't. He doesn't have the luxury to go back to Cleveland and fail.
But it looks worse, though, Key. Listen to what he said.
Okay,
you tell me if this looks worse.
Well, first, I didn't say it. Obviously, I mean, everybody's going to write whatever story they want. There's history that I played there the last 4 years. I'm an extremely competitive person. Everybody knows that. If I wasn't wanting to win, then there would be a really big issue of me being the quarterback here. So I want to win in everything I do. That'll never change. Now, that is not how I phrased it. That's not even what I said, so I'll just leave it at that.
How did you phrase it, if you don't mind?
I didn't even say anything.
Did you not talk to her at all? Or?
No, I talked to her. I mean, I think she addressed it. She said it. Obviously, you guys can go back and look at what she said. But all I did was agree. I hope we win.
So that contradicted, Key, what Bill's sideline reporter Cynthia Freeland shared on Monday night's Around the NFL podcast. When she talked to Baker after the Panthers' 21-0 win, Baker repeated her words when she playfully told them to blank them up. So he, echoed it. Freeland told ESPN.com. And here's the quote. It was very innocuous on his part. The tone was gracious and happy and excited.
Yeah, I mean, he's just talking. That's what I'm saying. Like, even right there at his press conference, or not his press conference, but standing there talking to the media, they're asking you a million different questions. You're walking very diligently and careful that you don't step in a mine. You just want to, be nice and easy with it.
You're playing nice with them. They say something, you repeat it just to play along, and then all of a sudden everyone's like, it came from you.
And it probably did come from him.
No, but I'm saying if she said it, according to her, she's like, look, she said this, and then he echoed it back to her. So the scene that you're setting, Key, you're just trying to make nice, get through. If a reporter asks you something and it's in fun and games and you repeat it back to them, yeah, you said it, but.
Yeah, you didn't come out openly, individually, in an isolated thing and say, yeah, I said that.
The inception of it wasn't you.
Yeah, but you just can't say anything at all. You can't say anything at all.
Yes.
But this is where I kind of feel bad for Baker. This is why I'm starting to root for him, Key, because you know this first game with Cleveland, everybody's trying to trap him. Everybody's going to try to make this the biggest story there is. So any kind of breadcrumbs he gives you, like even him just repeating somebody, the headline doesn't say he repeats the reporter saying that. It's just like, oh, Baker Mayfield says blank Cleveland.
Well,
that's what the headline is.
It happens. Imagine if you played for the New York Jets and you were traded to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and you played them 5 games into the season and both teams were undefeated and it was a whole thing. And so I experienced that where at a press conference they were asking me questions and different stuff, and then they compared. One of the reporters asked me about comparing myself to Wayne Corbett and what they were able to do and this, that, and the other. And I said to them, if I did that, it would be like comparing a flashlight to a star. A star gonna keep shining. The flashlight, eventually, the battery's gonna run out. In Jay, New York, hey man, the New York media, they went crazy. And Al Groh, the head coach at the time, bought all these flashlights. So they wound up beating us.
Oh, they beat y'all.
Yeah, they wound up beating us at the end in the game. It was like the last play of the game or something like that. They wound up beating us. And it became this story throughout the course of this. It was like the Green Lantern and the flashlights. And it was New York, they even built it up throughout the course of the season. And so they were like, oh, how you feel about losing and this, that, and the other end of the game and your team and you didn't play well. And I said, well, I can guarantee you right now, I'll be in the playoffs and their ass will be at home. And it became, a deal. And that's what happens when you face one of your former teams.
And like Baker Mayfield, you were the number 1 overall pick. Right. I mean, the stories are bigger for that guy. Mm-hmm. And Baker also, think back to college, the Ohio State game, where what happened? What did Ohio State do to Oklahoma the year before?
They clowned them.
They sang their alma mater. They clowned them.
Yeah, they did it at OU in the middle of the field at the end of the game. They bring the whole team together and they do their Ohio State thingy.
So Baker plants the
fight
flag
song
the next
or
year.
something like that.
Yeah, he's
even the Texas Tech game, right?
He planted.
Yeah.
No, he planted the flag at Ohio State.
At Ohio State, middle of the field.
But he really didn't plant the flag because you can't plant a flag in turf. So I don't know if he realized he was playing on turf.
But Baker seems to me to be the kind of guy, and he needs this, right? When you're undersized, when you're not that fast, when he has a good arm, but it's not the biggest arm. He's accurate enough. It's not the most accurate. When you don't have any one quality that jumps out, and you're his size, to be successful, you need some kind of intangible, right? And it does seem to me he's the kind of guy who gets juiced for these moments, for these kind of games.
He is, and he's willing to accept the backlash when it doesn't work out. He's willing to accept that because he's had to fight his way through the entire time, whether it was the walk-on story at Texas Tech, it did Cliff Kingsbury making a decision that he's not good enough or whatever the case is. He moves to Oklahoma, he walks on there, he goes in, he gets the job, he wins it. He then becomes this larger-than-life guy at Oklahoma. Then he tries to run from the police, can't get away too far. Then all of a sudden, that becomes a meme and a joke, but he doesn't take it too serious. And then all of a sudden, he goes and he leads his team and then to big bowl games and the national championship hunt, gets drafted as a number